Hello guys, MikuChibi here, and today I will be reviewing the latest banner New Year's Eve selection order, which is featuring all New Year skills that have appeared up till 2022. So a guaranteed banner with the cost of 2,500 Arcana gems, and this is available till the 3rd January, which is a bit small time to collect your gems from all ongoing events. Just like Autumn and Winter banner, this banner also has 22 skills, so let's start with the first skill, Dazzling Beauty Asuna. Dazzling Beauty Asuna, a frost rapier skill that gives the combination buff up to 300% switch damage multiplier for 5-second duration. A really old skill that was one of the really good rapier to have, but nowadays there are better combination buffs that have longer duration and deal more damage. For example, we have Skilled Musketeer is Juju, which is an awakening rapier skill that are a bit stronger and has 10-second duration on the buff. But it's still nice to have if you don't have Juju, and you can put it inside your Connect Rapier skill. Happy Time Leafa, an old passive that increases your damage on slash weakened monster up to 24% and also gives you a small attack buff, 4% at max limit break. In my opinion, this is a really good passive skill to have on your slash weapon build, but only if you're doing long fights. Short fights you prefer to have other alternative passive skills, and there are similar passive skills like Leafa, example Happy Day Silica and the Best Present Rain, which both are awakening and are a bit better than Leafa. Fortune Kirito, another old skill which many didn't like to use since it wasn't really useful as a main skill, and many would rather use the 3-star skills than this one, so I would say this is a bad skill. Heartfelt Silica, a path skill that gives you up to 60% sleep resistant and 3% increased healing from the plants. This is one of the unique skills that can't be used in many places. You don't really need the 3% increase more healing from the plant since the plant itself are enough to recover your HP, and the passive takes 1 slot off your 4 slots, which you could have put in a better passive skill. And for sleeping resistant, there aren't that many monster or boss that apply sleeping stun on you, so the passive is never being used. So a passive skill for now. Wind of the Wintry Sky Yuuki, a wind spear skill that costs 12 SP to be used and have a chance to apply bleed on the monster. Back in 2018, this skill was really amazing, especially when you put it on Switch, but now these days we have better skills that are even better, and right now this is mostly used as a spare mod fodder as alternative if you don't have any better mod fodders. 100% attack is nice, but since you can only get the bonus by doing switch, you are losing damage overall when you're using your normal mod skill. Flower of the Wintry Sky Sachi, a passive skill that gives you a small defense boost and a small healing when you defeat monster. Another passive that aren't useful and you rather want to equip something better. Great Ambition Sinon, a holy bow skill with 2 aura bonus, 30% crit rate if your HP is above 75% and 25 crit damage. It was a good bow, but now the bow's gameplay style have changed. Most of the bow users are playing at low HP, aka suicide bow, so having a bonus that requires to be above percent HP is useless. Shining New Year Argo, a wind slash dagger skill that can guaranteed apply 1 stack of poison and bleed. A really good dagger to have in your Connect Dagger skill against anti-healing, which usually are good in GOG or when you're fighting against Floor 81 Lundgren. It is not really needed if you have playing in the Black Yuuki, which can apply all 4 elements and it's stronger, and it is also awakening skill. Roll of Snowy Sky Alice, a dark slash sword skill that decreases enemy hit rate up to 3%, which is a debuff that aren't that really useful and pretty much a bad skill. Kind Heart Juju, a passive skill that gives you evasion buff and 500 additional damage. Nothing to say about this passive skill since it is pretty much useless, and you can use something better passive that provide better stuff like more attack or more damage. Light of Hope Kirito, a slash wind awakening sword that has a RNG buff. You have 10% chance of getting a 2.5x damage multiplier, 25% chance to get a crit rate buff up to 50%, 75% chance to get 1000 additional damage for 20 seconds, or if you somehow are really unlucky, you can get the 5% curse debuff, which apply on yourself and the boss will hit you even harder. If you want to increase your odds by triple, you can put it on Switch. A really nice sword to have if you like RNG buff. and a sword skill that are rarely being used right now, but it can be nice to have. It is not a must yet though, since there are better skills and Koharu is already giving you a buff. Wishful Prayer Block Lisbeth, a passive skill that gives you up to 25% attack if you have a buff that recovers your HP, and the buff must be from a skill record, which means this passive is limited to mace, but it can be used if you are in the party and there are someone that gives you HP buff recovery, but it is rarely happens, so pretty much a useless passive skill. Quick Flash Asuna, a Wind Frost Awakening Rapier skill which is the same as Slide of Kirito. It has an RNG buff and nice to have if you want to deal more damage, but it is rarely being used and there are better skills that provide better buffs. Too much munching Leafa. Same as Visual Prayer Block, but instead having a HP buff recovery, you need a flinch resistant buff, which you can get from Tactician Argo. A little bit better than Lisbeth, but it is rarely being used, so another useless passive skill for now. Skillful Creation Kirito, the first Dark Mod Sword, which was the strongest mod sword back in the days when mod skill was introduced. But there weren't that many players that pulled for it because most of them already wasted the gems on the Christmas banner or the 3rd anniversary banner. And you already know that mod sword is one of the strongest and easiest to build in the game, and it is still useful against high level chaos boss Alas in Chaos Showdown, and it still helps with increasing the break gadget. Of course, there have been released more Dark Mod Sword which are stronger than Skillful Creation, but you can still use it if you don't have any Mod Sword at all. So a really nice Mod Sword for new players to get. Powerful Pound Asuna, same as Skill Creation Kirito, a really powerful Frost Wind Mod Rapier that is really good against Floor 61 Snake, and also really good to use for Break Frost and Windbreak. While now we have even better Wind Mod which are a Will to Survive Asuna and a Little Monster Yuuki, but it is still a fine rapier mod to use if you don't have any other mod rapiers. Blue Lion God Juju, a really good awakening passive skill that boosts 2 elements damage, fire and wind up to 20%. A nice passive to use if you are building around fire and wind build. Also, it gives a small 500 additional damage when you are attacking. Scent of a New Year Argo, a fire blunt axe mod, not the strongest axe mod out there, but it still can be helpful for like floor 75 Skull Reaper farming. It is only useful when you are trying to break the boss, and its bonus only works when the boss is in break mode stage. Without the break, it is kinda useless and weak compared to other mods axe. Gorgeous Osechi Yuuki, another mod sword but this time a slash wind one. A strong mod wind that does 3% more element damage and 500 attack when you have 2 Yuuki skill in your set. It is the second strongest wind mod after the newest one, which is the Sound of Liberation Kirito. Roll for Victor Koharu, a support mace skill that is blunt and dark and also awakening. It gives you 20% crit damage buff for you and your party for 50 seconds, which is really nice. And if you have 8 Koharu skill record in the same set, you can also get 30% crit rate buff for you and your party, which can be hard to achieve if you don't have that many Koharu skills, especially with mace. But it is still a nice support mace if you don't have Friendly Relation Lisbeth, which is almost the same but has a lower cooldown which is at 20 seconds while Koharu is at 26 seconds. Wishing upon a Daruma Yuuki, a really strong power rise passive skill that gives you 800 flat attack at max limit break, 25% fire damage and also 20% attack if you have one Asuna skill in your set. Also, it has Spirit Unity 3, which gives you plus 5 awakening rate, which is like Peaceful Smile Yuuki, which means it gives you extra rush percent, which is nice. But too bad it's not an awakening power rise, otherwise it will be a really amazing power rise. Lastly, we have 108 Trolls of the Balls Leafa, a connect blunt fire axe that gives attack stacks for 20 seconds duration, and it is alright connect skill but isn't a game changing one. So that was all the skills that are in this banner. Now the question is, how good is the banner, or is it worth the pull on it? It depends what you have and what you need, but this banner doesn't have that many skills that is a must yet skill for your build set. These skills are used on extra if you somehow match the yet, or most of them are really old or rarely being used for other content. But it can be nice for new players that you started to play this game, or for rerolls that are aiming for power rise or mod sword. But if I will choose, I will skip this banner for now and wait a little bit more because New Year is coming. That means we are getting more skills and more banners, so stay tuned for that. And maybe they are releasing something better, who knows. So in short, skip this banner. That's for me. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and if you like more of this review, please let me know and I will try my best to keep up with this short review. Otherwise I will keep changing and see what works better. So thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.